The NFL and the American Cancer Society created Crucial Catch because early cancer detection can save lives. Don't wait. Visit NFL.com/crucialcatch to find your local cancer screening resources and learn how to reduce your cancer risk. So 17-15, the Cowboys on top. 11-11 to play in the fourth. Joseph sends it into the end zone. Down there. Start of the 30. Kirk.
Big story tonight has been, Dallas has a couple rookies. Cooper Beebe at center, who's been getting help. So Tyler Guyton has been on an island quite a bit, and it's been tough. Some holding calls, been going up against Burns and Thibodeau, who's had his way working outside, back to the inside. Been very, very challenging for this young man who, again, has a very bright future. Played a lot of right tackle in college at Oklahoma, and in the NFL, Dallas, 4 weeks into his career, is being asked to step up on the left side.
One tough night's work. Pass is caught here. Taking it out close to a first down is the tight end Ferguson. He signals first down. The officials say not quite. Or as Lee Corso would say, not so fast.
About 11 minutes to go here. We got a 2-point game. We talked about the dominance of Dallas in this series. Both these teams need a win. You know, somebody's going to be 2-2, and someone's going to be 1-3.
Second and inches. Here we go, says Dak, and they pick up the first down here as Dowdle takes it out to the 45. To Kaylee.
Guys, Trayvon Diggs is back in the Cowboys locker room getting an IV to treat him for dehydration, so that confirms the cramps that you suspected, Kirk. We're told he's questionable to come back.
Okay, so we saw him go to the locker room, not even to the lieutenant.
Yeah.
That's why, meanwhile, you got Zach Martin just came out, the all-pro right guard. TJ Bass is in there on the right side. It's another young guy. Play fake, throws, and that's Ferguson again making the grab here. Nice catch.
And we've kind of seen this reoccurring tonight with Dak Prescott on early downs. Let's take a look at our next gen stats powered by AWS. Look at that first and second down. Is that pretty good? 15 of 15, 154 yards and a couple touchdowns. It's over 23% over expected. So doing a really good job with that play calling and finding some of those matchups that are helping him make some good reads and getting the ball out in a hurry.
Meanwhile, you saw them working on Martin on the sideline, and they'll pick up a first down here on a second and short as Dowdle takes the ball to the 40-yard line. Something in his eyes. Martin, I mean, what an amazing career this guy's had. 11 years. Picked him out of Notre Dame, first round, number 1 pick back in 14. More Pro Bowls, more all-pro selections than holding or false starts.
Yeah, and think about this point in the game. You lose Diggs, now Martin's out.
Right. Prescott throws, contested and incomplete. Flott is there, taking care of Brandon Cooks.
Good to see Martin back out in the field. I don't know if his right eye has much vision, but he's back out there. Flott, who's been forced into play because of Drew Phillips being down tonight and Adoree Jackson. He's been holding up out there pretty good. Has great length at 6'2" to be able to get around Cooks there and make that play.
Yeah, Cooks been targeted 4 times, caught only 1 though, for 16 yards early in the game. On 2nd and 10, Prescott fires to the sideline. That's hauled in, and that's the Cowboy answer to the Giants' #1, Jalen Tolbert, making the catch. Big play there, 15 yards, and a first down at the 25-yard line.
Really an all-around great athlete. Came out of South Alabama, 6'1", 195 pounds. Actually baseball, basketball, football. Here, this is a great job of putting that ball out early so he can work back to that away from Flott. Back-to-back times they run that same route. A different receiver. This time, Tolbert comes down with it.
Dowdle bouncing his way to the 21-yard line. 8 minutes to go in regulation.
And this is a huge drive for both these teams. They can sense that under 8 minutes to go. 2-point game. We got an injured player. This time it's the Giants.
You got DJ Davidson. And it'll make the short trek over to the Giants sideline.
If you're Dallas, you hold them to a field goal, or if you're New York, you hold them to a field goal. You feel pretty good. You're still within a possession. You give up a touchdown here and an extra point. Goes to a 2-possession game. You're getting down to that 7-minute mark.
And here comes Diggs back. I'm not sure I feel that good the way that Giant offense is going tonight, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't want to get down by more than a field goal.
No, you don't.
2nd down and 6. And they give it this time to Lamb, but that's read perfectly by that Giant D. So halfway through the quarter now, 3rd down and 7 for the Cowboys.
So you give up some yards. It's expected against a Dak Prescott offense. Good to see Diggs back. And you get him to 3rd down. This is where you rely on Thibodeau. It's where you rely on Brian Burns. Remember the left tackle? We just showed you some highlights tonight. It's been tough for Tyler Guyton as a rookie. He's got Burns lined up across from him to the outside.
Trips to the right. Prescott, look out. Hit as he throws, and incomplete. And that time he had Thibodeau coming around the corner to bust it up. 4th down. Here comes Aubrey.
You know, I don't know if he actually physically got to Dak Prescott, but you'll see Dak feel the pressure from Thibodeau off to his right, and I think it affects his accuracy. He senses it, and he just kind of falls off the throw to his left, and I think that's what brought the ball down. So Thibodeau having an impact tonight.
Sure.
I think Giants fans been waiting for him to be that guy. Tonight he has been.
Aubrey now. 40 yards. Which he makes in his sleep.
It's an extra point.
Easy. He bangs it through. So Aubrey tonight, a couple of field goals. The Giants limited to 5 field goals, and it's 20-15. Next Thursday to Georgia we go. To Atlanta. Baker Mayfield leading the Buccaneers into the Peach State to take on Kirk Cousins and the Falcons. NFC South battle on Thursday Night Football. Giant Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Temperature right now, room temperature, 72 degrees.
Great to see Diggs back from the IV that Kaylee had talked about from the cramping.
Well, Parsons has been in and out since he got his attention. And Aubrey will put the Giants at the 30.
Here's our next gen stats powered by AWS. Parsons against Andrew Thomas, one of the best left tackles in the game. Look at these numbers. 14 times they've gone up against each other in pass pro. Look what the big fella's done there. Just one pressure coming off that left side, the blind side of Daniel Jones. So really good job, even when he's been isolated, have been able to hold on there against that pass rush from Parsons. That's why I think Parsons has moved around, gotten the inside on some 3rd downs, moved to the other side. He's back in the lineup, by the way.
So they got the full complement in right now. Diggs is top of the screen. Neighbors came to the bottom. Jones rolling and looking and throwing, and out of bounds, incomplete. Threw it away. 2nd down and 10.
And the defense from the Giants did their job. Under 7 minutes to go here. You're within 5. Daniel Jones gets a ton of criticism in this town. He's dealt with the hard knock stuff. Kind of a prove it type of year for Daniel Jones. Now he's got a chance to potentially lead this offense down to a game go-ahead score, maybe a game-winning score against their big rival here in primetime.
Dallas has won 13 of the last 14 meetings between these teams, including 6 in a row as Jones throws. That's caught up at the 35-yard line. Theo Johnson, you're right. I mean, nobody's been in the crosshairs more than Jones. You're the #1 pick. It's his 6th year. I mean, it's quite the saga. We talked about the other day, and I said, you know, maybe you'll be here for 10 more years. Well, what are you going to say? What would you like to say to the next Giants quarterback? He said, make it all about football. Forget about everything else. There's Joe Shane, the general manager. Think only about football, which is hard to do in this town. In any town, actually.
He tries his best, doesn't he?
Yep. 3rd down and 4. Pressure coming. Pass is caught. And does he pick up the first? No. Because Wan'Dale Robinson is tackled there by Rure. And that makes it 4th down. So Dable looks at the sheet. 4th down. About a half a yard to go.
That's one, as a quarterback, you'd love to see Robinson run that route another yard or two further, so when you get hit, you're beyond the sticks.
Hands it off. Singletary puts his head down. With a naked eye, looks to have it. And will.
Just enough of a push here. Let's take a great overhead view of this. Some penetration there initially. Dallas had with some big bodies in there, but he's able to bounce that away from that penetration. See Wilson trying to get in there, overshown, but a good surge there, gets the first.
Inside 5 minutes. Jones under pressure to the outside. Neighbors. Forward progress is stopped there by Jordan Lewis. 2nd down.
That's 12 catches now for Neighbors, and you got to think with what he's done here early in his career, this is go time for him. We've seen him get more opportunities in this second half. Dable was trying to figure out where can I get him matched up. Zimmer's thinking we got to stop one, make him go to somebody else.
Second and 6. In the backfield, that's Parsons. Takes Tracy down as he takes the handoff.
And we just talked about that matchup with he and Andrew Thomas. Thomas done a good job in pass pro. Look at this move outside and then back inside. Set him up and then get inside of him. I mean, that is against a really good left tackle. Superior play right there by Micah Parsons at crunch time. Outside move, inside. There's that lateral quickness that makes him so elite.
Every 3rd down and crunch time is vital right now. Here's another one. Clock ticking to 3:40. 3rd and 6.
Diggs following one everywhere up top now.
Jones over the middle, and that's incomplete. You had Robinson looking for a flag, covered there by Jordan Lewis. 4th down, and you got an injured Cowboy back at the 35-yard line. And that's going to be Parsons who's down.
And ball got in there. Robinson, anytime you get both hands on the football, chance to be able to catch that for a 1st down. Parsons, remember we talked about him moving from the outside, this time right over top of the center.
Get hung up with Greg Van Roten. And he's down again. So they work on Parsons, an injury timeout with 3.5 and 4th down coming up. So there's Micah Parsons being assisted off the field, and he will pay a visit to the blue tent. So he's out. DeMarcus Lawrence there. He's out. The 2 key guys. Marshawn Neeland is in. Chauncey Golston is in replacing them, and the Giants right now have a 4th and 6 at the 45. The Giants tonight are 3 for 3 on 4th down. Have to get to the Cowboy 49-yard line or turn it over. Jones surveys, chased away, chased from behind. Downfield he throws. Does the catch count? It does not. It does not. Meanwhile, the officials now conferring with each other, and all 3 are saying no.
Yeah, he never had
Throwing on the field
possession
is an
of the
incomplete
football.
pass. Dallas will take over 1st and 10.
It's a good job of the officials coming together. The official behind Neighbors thought he may have been able to hold on to the ball from this perspective, but you can clearly see that the ball does come out.
Yeah, the crowd, of course, doesn't like the call, but clearly it is incomplete. So they turn the ball over, and now they're forced in a position to have to use their timeouts, and they only have 2 because they had to spend one in the 3rd quarter when Jones had to take a timeout.
Oh, how about the effort there by Neighbors? Just a toe tap to try to, if he holds on to that ball, his feet are down.
Well, coming into the game, just and we highlighted it at the very top, a spectacular debut. I mean, kind of shades of when OBJ broke in a number of years ago and made great catch after great catch. So he's able to get up. Meanwhile, Parsons comes out of the tent, but onto the cart. The Cowboys at least have the mini bye week and won't have to play another game for 10 days. They'll take Neighbors to the blue tent as well. So the Cowboys don't have to play another game until they go to Pittsburgh in 10 days. As Parsons goes back to the locker room, there is Diggs. The Giants, meanwhile, their next game is in 10 days at Seattle. No bargain. So now the Cowboys can play a little clock ball here. 2 timeouts for the Giants, plus the 2-minute warning. Start on the ground. Zeke. Little shades of the old Zeke. Not quite the complete old Zeke, but, you know, 82.3%.
Giants, their second.
Well, it helps when you have an offensive line that's opening up a hole and letting him get downhill and run into that second level of that defense. Just wonder for the Giants down 5 here. You know, obviously Dallas is going to work clock. You got the 2-minute warning. You got one more timeout. Dable hoping to be able to hold them to a field goal attempt to be able to be down still within a possession.
The field goal would make it an 8-point game. So right now it's going to be 2nd down and 3. They've got 1 timeout. 2-minute warning. Took their second right there. Diggs recovering on the sideline. Lipke going back and forth. Hand the ball off here. Elliott puts his shoulder down, comes up a little bit short, and the Giants have to take their final timeout.
The Giants call their 3rd and final timeout of the half. 30 seconds.
Well, this game has not been, you know, a barn burner or a work of art, but the Cowboys have to be so much better. I mean, after just getting shredded the last 2 weeks by New Orleans and Baltimore at home, the defense has come together tonight and under adverse circumstances as well. Missing Lawrence a lot now. Parsons has been in and out of the game. Have to be proud of what they've done tonight.
A lot of injuries, but they've done a heck of a job just with the mentality of the defense. There's Neighbors out of the tent. The mentality, just the way they've been playing. It's been, if I'm a Cowboys fan, I'm very excited to see this effort, especially on a short week with those injuries.
3rd and 1. They give it to the fullback, and he's hits 1.5 yards, and that is enough. Lipke picks up the 1st down. So the only time the clock will stop now is at the 2-minute warning as they take Neighbors back into the locker room. Again, the Giants have that mini bye week too, so 10 days until they go to Seattle for their next one.
Physical game tonight, sloppy game, you know, with all the penalties. But I don't care if you're a Dallas Cowboys fan to sit there staring at potentially going on the road and potentially dropping a 1 and 3 to be able to get out of here with a win, chance to get healthy and get ready at sitting there at 500 after 4 weeks is okay.
Especially with that upcoming schedule. Elliott gets taken down in the backfield. That will take us to the 2-minute warning as McFadden makes the tackle. So for Daniel Jones tonight, numbers were good. 29 out of 37 for 281, but they can't finish the drives. 5 field goals. That won't do it.
No. And boy, Jones played well. I mean, he played well, played efficient, gave him a chance, but tough to do when you're not punching it into the end zone.
2 minutes.